Hi children, this is Saujanya. Welcome to e-Manabadi. Today we are going to talk about how to find out the area. Children, do you have any idea of finding out the area? Okay, let me explain children. One way to find out the area of figure is place it on the graph paper where every square measures 1 square centimeter. Here we have placed different objects on the graph sheet to find out the area of those figures. Here this square is exactly fit into the squares of the graph sheet, so there is no issues. But here observe these figures are not exactly fit into the squares of the graph sheet. So to get over this difficulty, we have adapted a convention that the area of one full square is taken as 1 square unit. Here this square is exactly fit into the squares of a graph sheet. So here each square can be denoted as 1 square unit. So the area of this square can be denoted as 9 square unit because this exactly occupies the 9 squares of the graph sheet. But coming to here, some portions of this figure are not exactly fit into the squares of the graph sheet. So in that case, ignore the portions of the area that are less than a half a square. Here these portions are occupied less than half a square, so we can ignore these parts. And if more than half a square is in a region, just count it as 1 square. Here these parts are more than half a square. It occupied more than half a square of the graph sheet, so we can count as 1 square unit. All these parts can be counted as 1 square unit, and here it is less than half a square, so we can ignore this part. So from this we can say that the area of this figure is 5 square units because it exactly occupied the 5 squares of the graph sheet. And coming to this picture, here this portion is exactly occupied the half a square of the graph sheet, so it is exactly half. So in that case, if exactly half a square is in its region, just count it as half square. So this can be denoted as half a square unit. And this is the full square, so this can be denoted as 1 square unit. And this is more than half a square, so can be denoted as 1 square unit. So from this, we can say that the area of this figure is 2.5 square units. Because this half can be written as 0.5 square units, so the area of this figure is 2 square units. Children, this is the way to find one way to find out the area of such objects. You can place any objects like flowers, leaves, or any objects of dolls like anything, and you can find out the area of those objects. But children, this is very difficult to place it on all the object on the graph sheet and find out the area. So let's formulate the area of the figures. Here to formulate the area of rectangle, we have placed a rectangle on the graph sheet with 4 units as its length and 3 units as its breadth. So let's count the area of this rectangle. This rectangle is exactly fit into the squares of the graph sheet. So each square can be denoted as 1 square unit. So from this we can say that the area of this rectangle is 12 square units because it exactly occupies the 12 squares of the graph sheet. So to formulate the area of the rectangle, we have written this 12 square centimeters as 4 into 3. This 12 can be written as 4 into 3. And children, you know that this 4 is nothing but length of the rectangle, and this 3 is nothing but breadth of the rectangle. So this 3 can be written as breadth. So from this, it is proved that the area of the rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. And coming to the next one, here to find out the area of the square, to formulate the area of the square, we have placed it on the graph sheet having 3 units as its side. Here it is the 3 units side square, and let's find out the area of this square. This square is exactly fit into the squares of the graph sheet. So each square is denoted as 1 square unit, and the area of this square can be denoted as 9 square unit because this square is exactly fit into the 9 squares of the graph sheet. So to formulate the area of the square, this 9 can be written as 3 into 3. Children, you know that this 3 is nothing but side of a square. So this 3 into 3 can be written as side into side. So it is proven that the area of the square is side into side. Children, this is how we can find out the area of the squares. And coming to the fun and learn time, children, you place some flowers or leaves on the graph paper and find out the area of those objects. Children, and you can also find out the area of these objects also. You know the convention that is required to calculate the area of the objects. So please find out the area of these objects, and you can also place different objects on the graph sheet and find out the area of those objects. Children, it is fun learning and you can try this. And comment on the areas of those objects on the comment section. Please do share, subscribe and like. Thank you, children.